Once upon a time, in a bright village called Sunflower Vale, there lived a farmer named Victor. Victor loved his big field of golden wheat. He planted the seeds with care, singing happy songs as he worked. "This wheat will make the best bread," he said, with a big smile. Soon after, a sweet sparrow named Chirpy saw the tall wheat and thought, "This is the perfect spot for my home." She built a cozy nest right in the middle, weaving soft grass and twigs together. A few days later, she laid 3 tiny eggs, and soon her babies, Tiny, Tweety, and Fluffy, hatched. Their little chirps filled the air, and Chirpy was the happiest mom ever. Every morning, Chirpy flew to the nearby greenwoods to find yummy worms for her kids. She'd come back with a beak full of food, and the babies would cheer, "Yay, Mommy's back." But one evening, Chirpy returned and saw her babies trembling with fear. "What's wrong, my little ones?" she asked, hugging them tight. Tiny, the smallest, said, "Mommy, Victor came today. He was talking to a friend and said, tomorrow he'll send his sons to cut the wheat." Tweety added, "Where will we go, Mommy?" "We can't fly yet." Fluffy nodded, looking so scared. Chirpy smiled softly and said, "Don't worry, my dears. Victor's sons are always busy playing. They won't come tomorrow. Let's sleep tight." The next day, just as Chirpy said, no one came to cut the wheat. The babies were so happy. Mommy was right, they chirped, dancing in the nest. Many days passed peacefully. The babies grew bigger, and their tiny wings got stronger. Chirpy taught them how to flap their wings, saying, "Flap, flap, flap. Soon you'll fly high." But one evening, Chirpy came back to find her babies scared again. "What happened now?" she asked, her heart beating fast. Tweety said, "Mommy, Victor came again. He said tomorrow he'll send workers to cut the wheat." Fluffy added, "He sounded angry this time." Chirpy hugged them and said, "Don't be afraid, my babies. Victor always asks others to do his work, but they never come. No one will come tomorrow." And she was right. No one came the next day. The wheat swayed in the breeze, and the nest stayed safe. Days turned into weeks, and the babies practiced flying every day. "Look, Mommy, I can flap higher," Tiny shouted one morning, making Chirpy laugh. But one evening, Chirpy returned to see her babies, looking more scared than ever. "What's wrong, my dears?" she asked, worried. Fluffy said, "Mommy, Victor came today. He was talking to himself and said he's tired of waiting for others. He said tomorrow, I'll cut the wheat myself." Tiny added, "He looked so serious this time." Chirpy's eyes got big. "Oh no, my little ones. This time, Victor means it. We must leave right now." The babies were confused. "But Mommy, he said this before, and no one came. Why now?" Chirpy explained, "Before, Victor was waiting for his sons and workers. When you wait for others, things don't get done. But now, he'll do it himself, so he'll really come. We can't stay here." By now, Tiny, Tweety, and Fluffy could fly a little. Chirpy led them out of the nest, saying, "Flap your wings, my babies. We'll find a new home." They flapped hard and flew to a tall tree in green woods, where they built a new nest among soft leaves. The next morning, Victor came to the field with a big sickle. He started cutting the wheat, saying, "I should have done this myself from the start." But Chirpy and her babies were already safe in their new home, watching from the tree. Chirpy turned to her babies and said, "See, my dears, when someone decides to do their own work, it gets done. That's why we had to fly away." The babies nodded, understanding the lesson. This story teaches us, don't wait for others to do your work. If you have a dream, do it yourself. Asking for help is okay, but depending on others all the time won't get you far. Work hard, and you'll always win, just like Chirpy and her babies.